The next property is the Robinson Dike mine, site number EC0202.
Okay, we're looking at that mill now. We've moved down below it, what's left of it. There's no reason to thrash back there and there in the bushes. There's just nothing but a big pile of timbers, nothing totally recognizable. This water that comes out here, we think in part comes down under the road from the adit up and back, and in part comes from a little creek around the side there, and we're not exactly sure if that comes out of another adit or what the deal is. We're going to try to find out. It comes from back up in there. It almost is a little drainage size. We'll go take a look, but we definitely will get a sample of this water right where it comes out of the mill right here. It'll be too far away from something. There's a rail sticking out of the dirt right there. This whole area, of course, was up for consideration for a heap leach operation here not too long ago, and on our way out we'll take a look at the big area they cleared with timber where they're going to put their leach pad, and see how it's coming back after they restored it. Again, there's the ore bin up on the top of the hill. That gives you an overview. There's roads that cut off of this. They went to drill pads that cover this whole hillside from this last exploration effort. So with that, we'll get a water sample, and the next thing will probably be over at those little cabins. To Main Street, Robinson Dike mine. Here's the first house, probably the mayor's abode. It's in good condition. Fixer-upper maybe. Little corral. We got a barrel stove. And another broke down cabin sitting right in there. And if you go all the way to the end of Main Street, you find this deluxe fixer-upper with real wood shingles sitting right here. And for perspective, if we swing over, that's the mill site right there, the adit. Well, if you can see my bike up there on the hillside, the adit is right to the left in that, where that pit wall is there. And that's kind of what it looks like. All the rest of this in here was logged and so on, I think, and done as part of that last exploration project that was underway. Looks like there's a pit right up there on the hillside. Maybe, yeah, and there's a drill road goes up above it up there. So, we'll stop and get an overview of where the pad was going to be on our way out, and that will be it for the Robinson Dike project. Okay, that's where we came from, right over in there. Not much that's recognizable. That dump right down in there is the one that we were looking at. But taking the old one away, as we swing around and look to the east, you get an idea of the size of this area that they had planned on possibly using for the new mining operation, which, if there had been enough low-grade disseminated gold in this shear zone, might have been a heap leach operation out in there today. So we say that the actual area, the old area, is about 5 acres, but if you add in all this stuff, it's many, many, many acres. Been replanted in part. Looks as if the grasses and so on seem to be doing reasonably well. Looks like a lot of lodgepole just got laid down along the side of the hills. Probably made good BMPs in there. And you can see back up there on the other side, great stacks of lodgepole on the road up in there. Anyway, they had big plans, as we always do, and the operation actually was going to take a look at this whole hillside up in here, which has got drill roads just carved all over it. Did put in, there's good water bars and so on this road, so that part ended up pretty good. Don't know if we can see a little bit. Yeah, there's one of the old. There you go for perspective. This is where we were. We're walking down here a little bit, and there's the last cabin in Main Street Robinson Bar with the shakes on the roof, and that makes the open pit and so on right over in there.